And also coming up on the show, back on tour, Boy George is here. Tell me why he's happier than ever after 4 decades, guys, in the spotlight. And he's been following the election all night. Boy George, right here with his reaction and lots more.
Come a chameleon. You come and go, you come and go.
40 years on, it can't be. And of course, it sounds as fresh as ever. Boy George talking about fame and all sorts of things in about 10 minutes' time. But right now, and heading back on tour. Do you know what, though? Sometimes he forgets the lyrics to his biggest hits. We can help him out. Boy George is here next.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Right, Boy George is here next with his observations. But first, gosh, I'm with somebody who knows all about being #1, for goodness sake. Boy George and Culture Club, heading back on tour, celebrating over 40 years of amazing hits.
Come a chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? The church of the poison ivy. In the church of the poison ivy. In the church of the poison ivy. Time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like they got.
Oh, geez, it's just banger after banger after banger. So good to see you.
Thank you.
So good to see you. Now, look, the new single, Let the Flowers Grow, is a lovely antidote to all the insanity that is going on in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's coming out on Thursday. Myself and Pete Murphy from Bauhaus. So it's a really exciting collaboration. And really, yeah, the song is about self-expression. You know, it's about tolerance, which I feel like I've been writing about
You
since
have?
I started.
You have?
It's interesting. Things go round in a circle,
Yeah.
you know. It's always interesting. I've got, obviously, Let the Flowers Go. I've also got Mind Your Own Existence with Dark Globe. So, that, you know, there's a lot
lots
to
going
write
on.
about right
Yeah.
now. It feels like, from a creative point of view, there's a lot going on in the world, and it feels like there's a lot to say still.
Exactly. It's so interesting today that the first thing that Trump said when he got on stage was he wanted to heal America. And I think we all have to kind of hold on to that and hope that that's the case.
I was in America recently on tour with Squeeze. We did a big tour over there. And I was talking to people, you know, and, you know, a lot of people said they were voting for him. A lot of people said they weren't. But that's democracy, you know.
Exactly.
And I think, you know, there's always a reason to be optimistic, no matter what, you know. There's a lot of bad things going on in the world. Let's hope he can do something to stop some of them, you know.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
And, you know, focus less on drag queens. I feel like he's going to be busy.
It won't have enough time. It won't have enough
Let's
time.
hope. Let's hope. But, yeah,
I
you
hope
know.
so. No, I hear
Yeah,
what
you know,
you're
we're
saying.
trying something new in this country. You know, we've had
Yeah.
years of the Tories, now we're trying Labour. Everybody jumps around politically, don't
Yeah.
they? Because
No, they
nobody
do.
really knows what they want.
No, that's very true. No, you're right. You're a wise man. Now, look, I need to talk to you about this because it's very exciting. Over 40 years, right, there's a big tour. Now, this is a cracker. This is where we're going to see all of the songs that we absolutely love. And you've got some amazing people with you, performing with you as well.
We have, so we're celebrating the first 2 albums, Kissing to Be Clever and Colour by Numbers, and we're playing them as if you would play a record.
Really? You're
So
going to do it
track
in
by
order?
track, the whole thing,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Right.
Actually, the album's only about 30 minutes long, because in those days, we made quick records.
Yes.
They felt like they were longer, but
Yeah.
they're actually, the album's 30 minutes.
But that's good. That's good.
Nowadays, you would do like an hour.
Yeah, I know, but then sometimes it's overblown. You had it right, proper edited, proper.
And
everything
obviously
was good.
going back and, like, you know, I've had to relearn, because songs from Kiss It, You're Clever we've never really played, apart from
Right.
Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?
You sure?
It's been 40 years since we played those songs, so I'm having to learn them all again.
You're having to learn the lyrics. Now, look, Barbara Streisand, when she came over here, she had it all on auto cue. So just get them to put it up.
No.
No.
No, I have to remember it, you know,
Okay.
because also you've
got to
got
come from
to...
the heart, right?
Yeah, you have to be... It's distracting if you're looking at words.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, listen, I did Broadway. I learned scripts.
Of course.
Ask me any Bowie lyric, I can do it. It's
Same.
always more interesting when it's your own stuff. You go,
Yeah.
I've forgotten how I sung that, but it's been really fun to revisit that first album, particularly because it was so joyful,
It was.
so up and dancing. It was like,
I
wow,
know.
you know.
I feel really lucky that I saw you and experienced your music when you first exploded onto Top of the Pops, and we just went, wow. And it was joyful as the words. It really was.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, it's just going to be such fun to see the reactions on people's faces.
Yeah.
I mean, things are not like, we haven't done, like, we're not trying to be identical, but
No.
we're not being too avant-garde that you won't know what the song
No,
is.
exactly.
And give them a little bit of an oomph.
Yeah, and I think your voice now is better even than it was back then.
Oh,
It's
thank
got a real sort of depth
Got
to
the road
it.
in
you know?
it.
Yeah.
As Mark Ronson said, it's got the road in it.
It's got the road in it. I love it. You're going to be performing. Tony Hadley's going to be there, but also, and I'm very excited about this, Heaven 17.
Heaven 17. When
What
I
a
used
band.
to DJ, I used to play
What a
their
band.
first records on 12-inch. It was the birth of the 12-inch.
Yeah.
Fascist Groove thing, you know,
Oh,
Penthouse and Pavement.
Pavements, uh-huh.
So I used to play those records on our DJ.
Oh, it's great. So that's going to be brilliant. And you're going to New Zealand as well?
Going to New Zealand, going to Australia, going to Korea next week. I'm doing a thing in Korea, not North, South.
No, yes, indeed. Although, if anybody could
Imagine
reunite Korea,
what hat would I wear?
it would be you. I don't know. And you're only allowed a certain haircut if you go
Yeah,
to
is that, oh, is it?
Korea.
Okay, well, yeah.
You'd have to be so careful about that. But you know, it's so interesting. I didn't realise that just before you got to number one, you kind of thought that was it because you lost your voice and you couldn't perform.
We did a show in Glasgow,
remember, yeah.
actually, in your lovely country, and after 2 songs, I lost my voice.
Jeez.
And of course, I had no experience, so I was like, I better not keep singing. So I had to go out and say to the crowd, I can't sing, and they were all throwing stuff at me and booing, and they weren't happy at all.
Oh dear. And then the next day you're number one.
Next day, we went
Next
to
day you're number one.
yeah,
Listen,
so
what's happening about the movie? Is that still going ahead?
It's being written.
It's been written.
being
okay.
written.
The movie of your life, of course. What a life
J.C.
it
Lee,
is.
who wrote How to Get Away with Murder, is the writer.
excellent.
So that's going to be interesting.
Right. Be interested to see who plays you.
His take on things will be fascinating, I think, and that's what I'm excited about.
Definitely.
I hope it's not going to be something like boring, you know, this happened, that happened, yawn.
No, with you? Are you kidding me? I
want it
we'd
to be full of lies.
I don't think we need a movie. I think we need a Netflix 25-part series
That
to
can
do
come
you
next, that can come
justice.
next, yeah.
To do you justice. It's always good to see you. Good luck with everything. The UK tour kicks off December the 5th.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, we're doing Ireland as well, and we're
Right.
going to Germany, so yeah.
Good everywhere.
I don't know if they watch me in Germany, but we're
They
going
do.
there.
Everybody watches you everywhere. That's the thing. There's not many bands that can do that, and it's just going to be great. I can't wait. Can't wait to see you, and it's going to be great. Thank you so much.
you.
Great to see you. And that's all for today. Alison Hammond is going to pop in tomorrow, and of course Ben and Kat are here with This Morning next. See you tomorrow.